Most Muslims think that after death, everything goes quiet. They assume you fall asleep. They assume nothing happens until the day of judgment. But this is not true. Not even close. The moment your eyes close in this world, another life begins. And it is more real than anything you have ever experienced. This is why the subject of Barzakh was never meant to scare us for entertainment. It was meant to wake us up while there is still time. Allah tells us clearly in the Qur'an that after death there is a barrier, a hidden life between this world and the hereafter. And the Prophet spoke about what happens after death with calm clarity, not in stories, not in metaphors, but to prepare the believer for a reality that every single soul will face. This knowledge is not for debate, it is for preparation. Now imagine someone like you. Meet Ahmed. He is 29 years old. He believes in Allah. He prays, sometimes. He avoids major sins but delays change. He tells himself, I'm still young, I'll fix things later. Ahmed is not evil. He is not careless on purpose. He is just busy with life, busy with plans, busy assuming he has time. Tonight, Ahmed dies. The room goes silent. The voices fade. His body lies still. But Ahmed is not gone. He hears footsteps leaving. He feels himself being moved, washed, wrapped. Then comes the grave. As the soil is placed above him, darkness closes in. The world he knew disappears completely. This is the first stage of Barzakh. The grave tightens, not to crush the believer, but to remind the soul it has entered a new reality. For some, the grave feels like pressure and fear. For others, it opens gently, like a place of rest. Then come the questions. Not shouted, not rushed, clear, serious. Who is your Lord? What was your religion? Who was your prophet? Ahmed understands the questions, but now, answers are not memorized words. They come from how you lived. This is the second stage. For the one who lived with awareness, the answers flow naturally, calm, certain. For the one who delayed, the tongue hesitates. The heart feels exposed. Then the grave changes. For some souls, it becomes tight and heavy, not out of injustice, but as a reflection of neglect. For others, the grave expands. Light enters. A window opens toward paradise. Peace replaces fear. This is the third stage. Barzakh is not sleep. The soul is aware, conscious, experiencing reward or warning. Days and nights pass differently here. Time no longer behaves the way it did before. The righteous soul rests, waiting with hope. The heedless soul regrets, wishing desperately to return. This is the fourth stage. Then comes the unseen companionship. For some, their good deeds appear as comfort, a familiar presence, a reassurance in loneliness. For others, their neglected duties take form as distress, a reminder they cannot escape. This is the fifth stage. Every soul is shown its future destination, not fully entered, but clearly revealed. Paradise as a promise, or punishment as a warning. This is the sixth stage, and then comes waiting. Not empty waiting, aware waiting. Waiting for the day when everything hidden will be made public. This is Barzakh. Now here is the reality most people ignore. There are two possible experiences happening right now beneath the earth. One soul rests in light, protected, at peace. Another soul is in regret, aware, wishing for one more prayer, one more chance to change. Same grave, same earth, very different outcomes. And the difference was not intelligence, not status, not knowledge alone. It was awareness, consistency, and sincerity. Now pause. If tonight was your night, which experience would begin for you? Would your grave feel familiar or frightening? Would your deeds comfort you or expose you? You know your private life, your delayed prayers, your intentions, your excuses. This is not about perfection, it is about direction. The Prophet ﷺ said that the grave is either a garden from the gardens of paradise or a pit from the pits of hell. Not later, immediately. Barzakh is the first reality check. But listen carefully. This message is not despair. As long as you are breathing, your Barzakh is not sealed. Allah is more merciful than we can imagine, but He is also perfectly just. Repentance now is light later. Awareness now is peace later. Small, consistent deeds now become companions later. No one is being asked to be flawless. You are being asked to be honest. Fix one prayer, leave one sin, turn back sincerely. That decision echoes beyond the grave. So before sleep tonight, reflect. Make one intention to change. One quiet dua, one sincere step. Because one day, sleep and death will look very similar, and only preparation will make the difference. Every soul will taste death, and what comes after is closer than we think.